Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. So, it will be a special live because we just want to debrief a little bit what happened in Paris this weekend because, I had a really nice experience. And to do that, I will have Jazz from DeGods, one of my best friends in Web3, that we're just going to talk about that during the next hours. But again, before that, let me just to remind you what DeGods is and what we are going on to do on this channel. So basically, the main thesis, the main goal is pretty simple. We want to build the first decentralized and community-owned YouTube channel. So the way it works pretty simple. We are going to do rev share with you, and by minting the thumbnails of a few selected videos, and the revenue of those videos generated by those videos will be redirected to you between 20 to 30% of it. And by doing that, we are going to align the financial incentive between content creators and our community, and even the community of other content creators. The best thing you can do right now is to subscribe to this channel if it's not done yet, because it's going to be the mandatory step for our upcoming collection, to mint it, getting whitelist, etc. You know the whole drill. And that's it. That's all I have to tell you about DeGods. Right now, let's talk with Jazz about the DeGods party and NFT Paris in general. What's up, Jazz?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining in the stream, the live, hey Ryan, Carter, XQA, what's up? Hope you're doing well. So how was your weekend, man?
Oh man, it was good. It wasn't as good as yours though. I mean, I saw videos. You know, I saw you dancing.
I mean, I got some skills, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were in your home. I mean, you're from France originally, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, you're French. If nobody knew by your accent that you were French, so you were back home. So I mean, I'm sure you felt this is my place.
No, 100%. Yeah, but even more with the DeGods vibes and stuff. That's even more than Friends by itself, man. That was cool.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. I mean, for someone that hasn't been to a Web3 event or nor have I traveled to Paris, it looks like something that I was FOMOing about.
Yeah, you should go to Paris, man. It's a really nice city. When I came back from the parties and the events, I was just walking in the street, and it's a nice city when it's not crazy by traffic and French people. It's cool.
The French people, yeah.
Yeah, because we're crazy, man.
Yeah, imagine so, man. But yeah, so I mean, let's talk about you as being a huge DeGods holder, and how exciting was it for you showing up there and getting there the first day, knowing you're going to meet a bunch of your homies and everybody you've been networking with for so long?
Yeah, honestly, it's okay. So first, I knew NFT Paris by itself was not really the conferences, but the side events. 100%, I knew that, and it was exactly what happened. So yeah, to go through the whole quickly the whole weekend and the whole pace of it. So I traveled on Thursday 3 p.m. arrived at 8, and then I checked Discord and stuff in the X Plus Discord, and then we had a dinner. No, not a dinner. Just a meeting point with Frank right away. And so we all joined. We met the other guys directly in his hotel at his hotel. And then I said, yeah, what should we go? Where should we going? And then no one knew exactly with the best place to go. So we just we went back to Frank's room, and they were talking NFTs from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. That was fucking fantastic, man. I tweeted about it. Just that event was already worth the whole weekend, man. 100%. And after that, so yeah, what did we do? Then on Friday, okay, so that the talking with Frank lasted from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. That was fucking fantastic. Like less than 10 people in the room, like talking about NFTs, DeGods, Dust, and youth during all of those hours. Like fucking brilliant, dude. And yeah, again, like Frank is just like so passionate about like everything he's building with Dust Lab and like the whole NFT ecosystem that it's just like showing you that the guy is playing at another level of like any founders, or at least a lot of founders in the ecosystem. But yeah, like anyway, after that, so yeah, 3 a.m. So we went to sleep, and the days after, I showed up at like 4 p.m. at the venue for NFT Paris for the conferences. Really didn't give a shit about the conferences.
So yeah, I kind of forgot that it wasn't just the DeGods party. There was an actual conference going on.
Exactly,
because you didn't see anything about the conference anywhere on Twitter. All you saw was DeGods, and just another reason for people to slam hate at DeGods for them having fun.
Yeah,
and but that's what I also want to talk about is like there's so much that happened on these DeGod parties, like you were saying. You guys hung out in the room with a bunch of the whales and the founders and just hung out the first night. So I mean, that doesn't seem like a drunken mess with a bunch of bad dance moves to me. I mean, that sounds bullish. That sounds like a founder that cares about his holders 100%. and is a real person. He's bonding with his community, and I think that's awesome, man.
Yeah, and like you're right, Ryan. Like in the comment section, like the lines of the conferences like was freaking mad. Like, so like I woke up at 10 like the first day like to get my like breakfast in the hotel, and after that I saw like the first reaction like 1 hour, 2 hours, like 2 hours and a half, like from 10 to 12 like in the lineups. I'm not going there like 100%. I will meet the guys after. So yeah, that's why I show up at like 4 p.m. And yeah, man, like you're right, like the relationship that we have like with Frank, and even after like with like other holders, like right away, like we were hanging, like say hi, like we are like best friends because we just like hanging out with like those guys since 2 years on Discord, and that creates something that I couldn't even imagine. Like it was like it's insane. Like you talk to people on internet for years, for like 1 year, 2 years. And when you meet them for real, like there is a bond. Like it's crazy. The feeling is crazy. But go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, man, it's cool when you have people in real life that you can talk to about things you're passionate on.
Yeah,
and
100%.
like NFTs in general or crypto in general. There's not many people out there that you can talk to that actually understand what you're saying and don't think it's fake monopoly money or some like crazy like made up game that you're talking about. Like, hey, that doesn't just think they're just pictures and understand that there's more to it. So that alone is worth it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And honestly, like I was even thinking after like about it, like after that, like I don't remember if I ever met people like I've connected that right away for the first time, that again understand exactly what we were doing like every day, even if like if it's not Web3 but like software engineering or even your day job, right? Like you like rarely like meet people that know what you are doing every day and connect with you right away, right? So like the feeling is pretty unusual, and like the collection is fucking crazy good, man. And like it feels, it's almost like too easy, or like to have a conversation, to initiate the conversation, even if like bro, like sometimes like people were like giving like the handles and say, what? Oh yeah, fuck yes, that's you, let's go. That was so fucking weird, right? Like the first 3 seconds, so what who, yes, let's go.
Yeah, I was laughing though, because like everybody's like so excited to like meet Frank and take pictures, but then everybody that posted their pictures are still doxing themselves. Like they're still putting their NFT over their face. And I mean, I think 2023 is going to be the year where we don't give a shit about if people know who we are. And that's one of the reasons why Decoders is a thing. Because we want you to feel personal with us. You want to get to know the people that are behind these projects and that are in the space with you. And I feel like when you see a founder, like we interview like Alex from Blocksmith, or we had Kevin on from DeGods, when we interview them, not only do you hear them talk, but you see the passion in their eyes, and you see this energy they have, and you see that the person that you're investing into is actually a human being, So for you guys like to go meet Frank, and I saw a lot of videos and pictures, like this man was just meeting people. He was just hanging out with people and just vibing, when he could have been, sitting up on his high horse in a room and just like coming out and doing a speech and leaving. This man
100%.
spent hours in the trenches with his holders. But I just still laugh at the whole cover your face with an NFT. I think we should get past that this year, and I think the space needs to move past that, because we're all decently doing well. We hold DeGods, it's worth a lot of money, but we're not billionaires. It's not like we got to protect our identity that much. You know what I'm saying?
But bro, like it's kind of like the same thing, like me wearing like glasses on stream. Like it's kind of give a style, but like that's pretty like useless too. And about that, like man, like I meet someone, like a couple of guys who like tell me, oh yeah, like I know your channel, blah blah blah, I love what you're doing, and that was so cool. That was so fucking chill, man.
Yeah, I think the sunglasses is more of like an image. We're still our faces are here. You can see what we look like. It's not 100%, hard.
Yeah,
it's not like it'd be funny if we like put a JPEG over our heads and like we were just JPEGs moving around. And you could just hear our voice.
I was thinking about that at the beginning, like before starting the channel, like to do like like a VTuber channel where like you have like the JPEG like moving all the time, but so much work. So fuck that, trash that. But like the glasses will do. But just I'm gonna come back like from the Saturday day. So Friday first. Okay, so faded like the show up at the conferences at 4 p.m. So then I started like to meet like some couple of guys, like so Ramo from SourcePod, like Jay from like the DeGods UK, etc. Like freaking nice guy, man. Like all of them are freaking wonderful. And we start like eating like together, getting ready for the party. And we show up like in the line at 8:30, like. Officially, like the lineup for like DeGods holders like started at 9, but I knew like everyone will be like fucking VIP, so no one will be VIP. So we showed up a bit early. So we were not that bad in the lineup after a couple of minutes. So we enter and like we just like look around, like look at the place, and so it was fucking cool. Like you saw the pictures, right? It was like a boat on like the sand, and like. So you have like everything. Everyone like saw like the videos about like the nightclub inside in the lower deck, and at the top, like I don't know even everyone like noticed about it, but like we had like the upper deck with like the bar and stuff like that, and like the nice location like to talk to people. There is also like a merch spot with like candy and chill. So they were managing like the merch for like the whole night. And obviously I bought like the two hoodies, like the white and like a black DeGods party. That was cool. So I have more merch now. I got more hoodies. That's gonna be I'm gonna be chilling that in the next videos. And also meet like Johnny, like Delilah. Nice dude. Wonderful. I love the team. The team is so cool.
Yeah, definitely a great team. Ryan's got a question there about the cross-chain introductions, because this party wasn't just a DeGod party. It was another ETH project that was partnered up.
Yes. Right? So Penguins, right? Like I have no idea how many Peggy Penguins they had in this party, man. Like everyone that I saw was wearing like a DeGod or use hoodie. So a couple of them had the Peggy Penguins hoodie.
I think what happened was it was all the penguins that were dancing and going crazy, and then everybody just thought it was DeGods, not realizing
exactly.
it was a project.
Yeah,
that's what really happened. I mean, there was somebody who was shamming and like saying it was a bunch of like guys at an event, and it was actually funny because the founder that was on stage was the guy from the ETH project, and the video wasn't even Frank.
Yes.
So and the guy was on ETH, and he's trying to sham Soul, and it's like, people got to get over this. Who cares what one project's doing another? Let people have fun.
100%.
Nobody's better than somebody else. Yeah, projects do good, projects do bad. There's ETH, there's Solana. Who cares? We're just all here, collecting art, packing our bags, having some fun, meeting people. You guys were having fun. The community got together. They were hanging out, and you guys had a blast. That's all that's important here.
No, 100%. And like, I mean, like basically lower was like Penji Penguin, and then in the upper deck, like it was all about DeGods and youths, and we got all the girls, bro. That's how it went.
Yeah, I mean, I know where I would have been during this event. I've been many years sober, so I would have definitely been in the upper deck, chilling with like a coffee, and just networking, because that's what I would do. I would just be talking about crypto and my investments and just having a good time, having fun, talking to people that are like-minded, Yeah,
no, 100%. And honestly, like the nightclub part of it, like when we went downstairs, okay, so I don't remember exactly how long it lasted, but like the major party of like the party, like the major part or like the 80% of the event was like upstairs, and like where we were talking about like NFTs and like meeting people. Honestly, spend the whole night meeting new people because you don't know the face behind the PFP, right? So you're always meeting new people. So yeah, that was like pretty interesting. And honestly, like the fact that we all vibe, like even if like some guys are like 20 in their 20s, and like other guys are 30 and maybe plus, like it's not because you jump twice like in a crown that you are like all degenerate with what you do on your computer after that. I mean, it was fun. It was just a vibe.
Yeah, it's cool, man. And I thought it's crazy too, because I find that some communities, the age gap can be big. Like, there's people like me who, I have a little bit of history in trading and I got some history and stuff, but I'm still a noob to NFTs just like everybody else because they've only been around so long. Like, yeah, I know a lot about NFTs and I understand trading, but it doesn't make me, because I'm older, any better than somebody that's like 19 or 20. Because, we all got the same time here. NFTs have only been around a few years when you look at the big scope of it, especially Solana
100%.
NFTs.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know, but like the fact that you gather a community that traveled all around the world for like the majority of them, and that gonna meet up at the same spot like 2 years after the beginning of the project. It's like it's crazy. It's insane if you think about it for real. Like it's crazy.
It definitely is, man. Like you can't even get like a social club in your own town that like gets together outside of like a church gathering and get people together like that. You know what I mean? Like so you imagine like getting a worldwide NFT project with people from all over the place. And I guarantee, I don't know how far people traveled to Paris, but I want to say that a lot of Europe traveled there, and there might I think people travel from, I mean, Frank came from LA, so I mean the team traveled from LA. That's not a short flight, to get to Paris. So I'm sure there was probably plenty of people that traveled out to Paris from America. Yes. And then now you got New York City coming up, and you're going to have all the same people that were in Paris that had a smaller commute now all travel to New York City, whereas all the people in America don't have to do so bad of a trip, but just even LA to New York City is still a few hour flight. So it's not like it's a small flight for some people to get across the country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like having the capability of like moving people like that, it's crazy. Like it's superstar level shit almost. Like it's people moving all around the world, like going to a concert with like other people that love the same artist. Like it's crazy, but it's fun.
Yeah. So you're still on a Friday night here. So you had the little bit of a nightclub going on vibe. You had the upper deck, with the networking and stuff. So was that the only night that the yacht was out? Was Friday night? Was that the only night?
So like I know like they had a party on Saturday night for like the closing party of the event, but like we were busy like having dinner with Xcode, X Plus with Frank again. Like so yeah, we didn't went there. Yeah, okay, so it's basically on Saturday, Frank had like the talk at like 11:45 or something. Same shit. Like honestly, the organization was really, really bad. Like people like were waiting like 1 hour, almost 2 hours to try to go to the main stage, for like, yeah, basically like sit in the same room than like the speakers. And yeah, like but you can watch the conference on YouTube. They're using Restream. And so like yeah, I said like, you know, I'm not going there, and I had a huge headaches anyway. So I didn't go there. But like, yeah, I joined like the people, like, yeah, for the X Plus dinner again, like in a small restaurant, like in the center of Paris again, with Frank and like 10 to 15 DeGods. That, I don't know if you saw like the video, the picture that we took all together. That was
I
after the
did.
dinner. Yeah, that was after the dinner, basically.
Yeah, you guys were like out front of the restaurant on the street.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Everybody had a JPEG on their head except for Frank.
Yes.
I was laughing. I was like, they should put Frank's on him too. It'd been funny because he's just like, look at me with all these JPEGs.
Yeah. That was great. And yeah, and after that, like, yeah, we just like split our way. Like Frank went back to his hotel because, yeah, he was fucking tired. I can imagine, bro. During the party, like the guys was doing like walking one step, one pictures, one step, one picture, like, yeah, madness, like crazy.
Like paparazzi following him.
The dude is fucking Rihanna, man. Like,
everybody wants a picture with Frank. Like he could like literally like charge like they do like kissing booths, like $1 a picture, and just people would line up and take pictures with him all day.
Yeah, 100%. Like it was something. But yeah, so and after that, like, yeah, like everyone went back to their home on Sunday. Like some people left on Monday, but like the vast majority just left on Sunday. So it was pretty fast, honestly. Like yeah, just in a blink and then it's over, you're home. But honestly, that was fucking fantastic. I'm really happy with like what we have done during this weekend. Just got,
yeah,
like,
and you came home with a bunch more hoodies. So I mean,
yes,
that's always a plus.
Was it?
It's cool for you because again, you're originally from France, so to get like a hoodie that's DeGods and has the French flag on it and a Utes one, because you got those, right? I saw that online.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome, you know, for you, being that's your home country, you know, to have like that pride of your home flag with like your, you know, your biggest bag. So I think that's cool, man.
Yeah, but man, like the best hoodie is like the X Plus one with like the tag of the location with like the Paris venue. Shout out to Brandon and Jay. They killed it. Like, it's the best hoodie. I was like flexing it all night, man. And I was like, I knew like a couple of guys knew about like X Plus and stuff. And when they saw the sign, oh, wow, that was cool.
Yeah, because I think in the conversation you had with I forget who it was from X Plus, you said there was only like 100 people in the server, so there's not that many of you guys. And I guarantee that out of that 100, only like maybe 20 maybe came to Paris.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like we're like a small, like, yeah, less than 20 for sure.
Yeah, so you got like this small little faction, you know, of X Plus guys there. So, you know, you kind of stand out. It's like, you know, it's like having the special wristband, you know.
But I meant in New York, I want like all of us to go like, you know, like son of anarchy stuff, like on the bikes, going to the hotel all together.
Dude, I wish I still lived in Jersey because New York City is an easy drive. It was only an hour from where I lived, and I would just come up there. I wouldn't even go to the events. I would just come up and like chill with you in the hotel and meet events and shit. You know, like say what's up, show you around New York City since I know the city. Hey, you know, you're only here for a few days. You know,
let me go
take you here. You know, take you. Well, I'm down in Florida now. I mean, I'd have to get on a plane and all that. When it's only an hour and a half away, I could drive an hour, get on a train, and be in the city. It's easy, you know. When you have to put air travel in, especially the restrictions and all the stuff that's happened in America over the last few years, it's a pain in the ass to fly anywhere. You know, it really is. You know, it's a lot of time just to get on a plane and get off a plane and get to where you're going these days. So, you know, like again, if I was still up in Jersey, I would be up in New York City hanging out with you guys for sure.
Yeah,
it'd be cool.
I mean, like honestly, it's completely worth it, and I hope like the other collection, like they will take like inspiration of it, like they will understand after the noise that we have made on Twitter. Like bro, like the video of like the guys dancing, like okay, first like okay, I think he's a DeGods, he's also like the community manager of like Hoodie, but like which is fun, right? But like this video made like 2 million views.
Yeah, the guy that was attempting
Yeah,
the worm.
yeah, exactly.
But
Plus, yeah, like 2
what the
million
way I saw
views.
it, I saw him being a little intoxicating and having a really good time. That's what I saw there. People want to say he didn't have dance moves or no
A little
rhythm.
bit.
That mofo was having some fun. Like, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like who has fun anymore? Like nobody goes out and has a good
Yeah.
time. I mean, everybody's home. We're all degens. We don't go out of the house. And if we do, it's most of this is to go to work. If you have a
Yeah.
job, you're forced to go out of the house. You don't want to. So, to get a bunch of people on a boat in another country, having some drinks, having a good time, and celebrating not just the life that you have and to be blessed for it, but celebrating the whole community aspect of this project that this time last year was not as promising as it is
Oh,
now.
yeah.
If you think about it, because I mean, DeGods didn't really take off into be what it is now until
Yeah.
what, about like late March, April, I think.
Yeah,
You would know
exactly.
better than me.
Yeah.
So I mean, this time last year, everybody was still like, "Is this project dead? Is it alive?" And now look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because of why? Community and a
Mm.
kick-ass team. And it's cool because you saw that in these videos. Yeah, people only wanted to show yeah, and take their stabs at DeGods because that's all people know how to do. They just
Yeah.
don't know how to let people be happy in this world, sadly. But outside of that, again, not my scene. I'm not a drinker, so of
Mm.
course I wouldn't have been on the dance floor having fun with you. I would have just been up top, taking the video. I would have been the guy, and my videos would have been a little better because they wouldn't have been so shaky because I wouldn't have been on the floor. But needless to say, I would have been trying to get all the hype on my YouTube, getting all the videos. But it would have been cool to be there because, like,
Yeah.
again, I would have vlogged it all. I would have definitely
Mm.
like been
Yeah,
running around with
man.
my camera, getting some B-roll.
I was so bad at it. Like man, like I wanted like to film it and do like vlogging style and stuff. But like the only thing I did was like take like like in the short like my like luggage leaving my apartment, then airport once I'm in Paris, and then Eiffel Tower, and the rest of it is like videos from Twitter.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because
if
I
you know
wanted
how
to
to
enjoy,
edit.
like I wanted to enjoy like the time, like for real. But like New York have to do better, man. Like have to vlog because man, 2 million views on Twitter. Now we need
Well,
we need that on the Decoders account, man.
Well, I mean, I did hear Aaron say that, when you guys go to New York, he wants to do a live show with the
Yes,
coders
that's gonna
right
be
there
cool.
in the hotel. So, I
Yeah,
mean, that's something to
it's
look
gonna be
forward to.
massive.
Even if it's not studio quality, sitting at
Yeah.
home with your nice camera and it's a little
Mm.
faded, and it's the matter of the information and
Yeah, 1%.
the actual, like, being there live kind
Mm.
of aspect. I think it'd be cool. It'd be like a live decoder show,
Yeah,
live from the hotel room, the D hotel, like set up
yeah,
right in the middle of the hallway or something, and all the
yeah.
DeGods around. It'd be kind of cool, man.
No, 100%. And like, yeah, I can't wait for like the next event. I think that they're already cooking like some like European event too. So that could be a vibe.
So you
And
also
yeah,
met SolanaSensei, right?
yes, that man, like this guy, like okay, it was that just after like our X Plus dinner, like on Saturday night. But yeah, and he was with like two friends, like yeah, sorry, I forgot that note, but like I talked to her this afternoon. Okay, I will. Okay, I will not find it again, but like yeah, with two of his like friends, and bro, the guy is cool. Like
Yeah,
it is nice,
yeah, he's
really nice dude, and like down to earth and stuff. Like yeah, fantastic man, and yeah, really interesting. I didn't talk much with him, but like he want to come to Malta, so. Probably they will have an occasion like to know him a little bit better and even like show him like the ropes in Malta. And maybe we can do like a DeGods party in Malta itself. That could be cool.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know who SolanaSensei is, he's a really positive guy. Like he's been in the space a while. He's well followed on Twitter. I think he's probably got 100K followers.
Yeah,
So it
exactly.
doesn't mean that he's just because you have a bunch of followers. But usually, if you have a bunch of followers and you're not bought, it usually means because people respect you in the space and they like to follow you because you give good information and good quality information. And he's very positive. He's very uplifting some days. When the markets are down, he does have a good perspective. And I say it all the times in Discords. If you're ever in a Discord with me, I'm always the person that likes to show a different perspective. Someone comes into FUD, I'm looking at the other perspective, and I try to show them the positive side of the perspective that they're missing because they're worried about their bags. So it's very important to have people that have different perspective and that can show people the other side in a down market, especially like where we are now, because there's a lot of people that are just upset. Things are crashing. They don't know what's going on. They've never experienced bear markets. They've never saw their bags go down 60%, in a flash of a button, just gone, and of course it comes back and goes away, but he's just a really cool guy to follow. So that's cool. I didn't know you met him. So it's really cool. And I'm intrigued by that. And I'd like to hear you say like, hey, he's a really cool guy, because if he's down to earth in real life, then the Twitter's not a show. Because some people, you don't know people, they're hiding behind a Twitter. It's just, it's just a facade. It's just, it could be a personality that they're putting on. Like someone like, for example, like Shill and Villain, everybody hates on him, but who knows? He could be the nicest guy forever in real life. He could be like the dude next door that you don't even know as a shiller, or an influencer. He could be like just the regular dude, and it's just like a personality he puts on at night, kind of like that streamer that used to play Call of Duty. I forget his name, but Doc or something. He would wear like an outfit. Yeah. He would like he would put on he would be a character when he would stream. So you don't know if people are doing that in these like these networks that we're in Web3. So that's really cool to hear, man.
Sorry, man. Like, got like
you're good. You got sick because you said it was cold in France, right?
Was freezing, and like I was like, I get used to the Malta weather. So like the last night, I didn't take my jacket because I almost forget it during the DeGods party. And I just had my Explose hoodie. That was not enough. Way too cold. But yeah, it's life. Can happen to the best of us. But yeah, like man, like SolanaSensei, like like really, really nice guy. I hope I will see him again, like anytime soon. Maybe I think he's coming to New York, so we're gonna extend this relationship. Gonna be cool. But yeah, man, like other than that, like, yeah, so what did you see on crypto Twitter, like about like this NFT Paris? It was all about like DeGods party or not really? Like, did you see like any people commenting about like the conferences, or even like after like talking about other parties that were planned out, or not at all?
Yeah, I mean, the whole Twitter thing, it upsets me when I see what happens with crypto Twitter and like how people just farm for engagement. They do anything. Like nobody wants to see anybody successful. Nobody wants to see anybody have fun, man. I hate it. We should all be positive in this world. We should all be lifting each other up. And I say it all the time. When I first got in the Solana space, it was always, we're going to make it. We're all going to make it. Let's pick each other up. Now it's like, let's kick each other in the balls, push them on the ground, kick dirt in their face, spit in their face, and then throw them off a cliff. That's what it feels like these days. Like people are vicious, man. They just like want to just like dig and dig. Like nobody wants anybody to be successful. So, I mean, what I saw on Twitter, I saw some fun videos. I saw a bunch of people having fun, a bunch of alcohol too, of course. And again, not my type of party, but I'm not going to knock it. Like everybody, it was a vibe, and like seeing you in the videos dancing around was awesome. I'm like, yeah, look, there's Vince. You were having a good time. We thought you were going to do a backflip, man. Why didn't you not do the backflip? Let me ask you.
Because I don't know how to do that, man. I don't know how to do it, man.
Why? You made the motion like you were going to.
I know. I want to tease the guy. I have no idea how to do that in real life, man.
and then the dude even was like, I'll hoist your foot up and give you the momentum. You're like, nah.
No.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it's probably a good thing then, because drunk backflips lead to knee surgeries.
Yeah. Like, looks like you're talking about experience, man. From experience.
Yeah. Sorry if you can hear my keyboard. I'm just
That's okay.
responding to somebody. I have a very clanky keyboard that I built, and it's a little loud, so I do apologize. Hopefully, my mic doesn't pick up that much.
But yeah, like I mean, yeah, like preparing like this this stream and like making it, like the thumbnails together. Like I checked like all of the other events, but like there are like almost like 12 events like scheduled for that, right? No one talk about it on Twitter, right? Or is that because we are just on our fucking like DeGods cycle bubble and then like we don't see anything else?
I'm sorry, I missed like the first part of that.
Like no, I was like while I was making the thumbnail for the stream, like I was checking like the program for NFT Paris and all of the side events, and they had like 12, 15 events scheduled. I didn't see any tweet about anything else except like us, right? So
yeah, I didn't see anything. I like I said, I didn't even realize there was another event going on other than DeGods party.
Fucking crazy.
You know, I wonder how many people like attended the event in comparison to how many people were in the DeGods boat. I think it was only like 1,000 max on the DeGods boat, right?
Yes. So I think like we had like 1,000 RSVP, but like the capacity was 700 or something like that. So that's why it's huge lineup.
I'm just curious, like, how come there are no other videos that are tagged like NFT Paris? Like, I'm gonna look on Twitter right now. I'm gonna look at the hashtag NFT Paris, and I'm curious if it's just gonna be DeGod stuff that pops up, or you know, I don't know.
I don't know. I see like World of Woman party, like even Reg Radio, like you know, like the big Web3 decentralized like media ecosystem, kind of like similar like to DeGods in a way. That sponsoring one event. I don't know if there is like one was sponsored by Yuga Lab too. But I think that was like the Reg Radio one.
Hey, where they held the stage is dope, dude. I'm looking at some videos
where too like, small. Way too small.
They
it's
had
in
like
front of the it's in front of the Eiffel Tower.
And I think they only did it because of that. But yeah,
yes,
again,
100%.
It probably wasn't like a convention center.
Yeah,
I don't know Paris that well. I don't think there's any real big buildings like just chilling around the Eiffel Tower.
No, like this building is called like the Grand Palais Éphémère, which means like the big palace, but like that's gonna disappear. That's not gonna last long. I forgot the English word for that. Ephemeral? No, ephemeral? No, it's not ephemeral. But that's a building that they take off, like they just kill it after 4 months or something like that. So it's not something that stays, but it's really, really small.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at a bunch of tags here, and like the room itself does look a lot smaller. But I mean, even the boat that you guys were on didn't look the biggest, you know.
Yeah, no, it was not that crazy big, but yeah, enough for a couple of legends.
Yeah, and it's crazy too to think that there was an ETH project there as well. You know, I don't think a lot of people realize that, you know, it was a mixed party. You know, it wasn't just the DeGods on the boat. I mean, it was probably like, I would probably say probably like 70-30, it seemed. You know, DeGods and Utes, because Utes were there too. You know, the Utes had a point to be able to get on there. And, you know, I don't think people realize that the Utes community is so diverse. You know, like a lot of ETH people came into Utes, you know, just because of the whole Ute
aesthetic.
list. You know, so like they would have never been on Solana if it wasn't for the Ute list. There's so many people I've met, and they're like, yeah, I started on ETH and I only came over when Utes came along. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. And I mean, if people don't realize how much ETH has come into Solana just because of that, then, you know, they're really missing the whole marketing part of Utes and what it did for the whole system, like all the chains, not just Solana, but what it did for ETH too, because a lot of people got exposed to ETH by all the ETH people then coming over and being in these communities and talking about these other projects. Oh, well, let me go buy some sappy seals. Let me go buy some penguins, you know, and like it just, you know, it allowed people to actually get along a little bit, you know, and I think people are missing the point too. Like when Utes and DeGods do leave this chain, there's people like myself, and I can speak for myself as a DeGod holder. when I do take profits in ETH, yeah, I'm not going to take all my ETH and bring it back to Solana, but I'm also going to take some ETH and I'm going to put it away in my ledger. But there's going to be probably 4 or 5 ETH that I'm going to
Yeah.
sell and bring back in the Solana ecosystem and support projects like, Famous Fox and, Blocksmiths or Jelly, and bring that money back from ETH over here to Solana. So it's only going to help the system even more. And, people just really have a hard on for just talking shit, but they don't see the bigger picture. They don't see the perspective of the whole ecosystem benefiting from no matter what any project does. As long as the project's out there and making waves, it's going to benefit everybody.
And 100%, like the bridge event will be like a real like catalyst, or even like maybe like the first big step like for something way bigger for NFT by itself, if like Dust Lab is able like to execute on it properly and with all of the partners, which is also cool because like like the main tasks are also handled by like third parties, like big ecosystem participants. So that's going to be interesting to see how everything is interacting with like the this whole ecosystem, like cross-chain, realistically, for sure. And I can't wait to see more projects like going cross-chain if it works for them. Like we will see. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, I see Utes going to Poly as a big door opening for a lot of projects that would have like a branding thing. And I think really, from my perspective, again, that OK Bears is a great branding project. And I feel like Utes is going to open the door for something really big for them. And I know they want to take over Solana, but I mean, their play might be going the Poly right behind Utes once the Utes lays that foundation. And yeah, I mean, of course, we don't want to be behind the same project. We don't want to always be number 2. And I'm not saying Utes is always going to be number 1, but you don't know. OK Bears can go over there and really take off because they might have that branding image that they've been, pushing. And, there's other projects that could do the same thing, if they follow suit. And I think what's the other project that is confirmed? I think what's one of the ape projects? They're going to Poly. What is it?
The Gen 8?
I'm not sure.
No, it's not them, right?
No. There's I think it's Just Ape. Just Ape.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
called Just Ape.
yeah.
I think they're going to go to Poly. I think I've seen announcements about it. I think that they're talking about moving over there, and they have a great community. I have a lot of friends on my timeline that are bullish on them, and I've had a few. I sold through on pumps just like I have OK Bears and most projects. Not gonna lie, I'm an investor. I'm here to make money. So I buy projects that I think are going to do well, and I'll sell them when I think they're close to tops, and I've been doing decent with that. So Just Ape is one that I did flip. I think I sold them like around 3 or 4 sold. I think they're like 2 sold now, but cool art, definitely unique, especially to say an ape collection is unique. It's hard to say that in this space because there's so many of them, but it'd be cool to see these other projects follow suit. I think Utes is going to open up a lot on Poly, and it's hard to say how it's going to go down because there's really nothing there ahead of the Utes. So it's going to be
the
like
volume is nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like DeGods going to ETH is one thing because it's already set up. They already know what to expect. There's already projects that are doing well. There's a lot of money being made. But when it comes to Polygon, there's really nothing that's going to be ahead of Utes, and it's going to rely on them to really set up the framework for what could come of that chain. And who knows what's going to happen? None of us do. It's all speculation. With DeGods, it's less speculation because it's a validated chain that has been trading NFTs for a while, that has very successful NFTs. And I feel like DeGods it needs to move the ETH because of the volume that it's keeping up and the price action that it has. It needs to move to that chain and then let it expand some more. So when we move over there, we might see a 10 ETH floor right off the rip, and it'd be very easy to get to a 20 ETH floor with DeGods because doubling it would be so simple. Because once the ETH guys, it's on their chain, it's going to be easier for them to buy. I think a lot of ETH guys don't buy Solana because we just had another outage. And I don't think Solana having outage is a bad thing. It's a newer chain. It's scaling. Ethereum had a lot of issues early on. They actually had a hard fork. That's why we have Ethereum Classic. there was a meltdown. So I mean, it happens. It's technology. It expands. So I still think I still, and don't quote me, I still don't think DeGods is leaving completely. I think DeGods the project is leaving, and I think Utes the project is leaving, but I don't think the team is leaving.
No. Yeah. Yes, they're not leaving. And also you will be encouraged to migrate to ETH, but maybe there is a play for DeGod on Sol, because you will see arbitrage too, right? So you will be the one clicking on the button to migrate your DeGod on ETH. If you don't do it, you will stay on Sol and you will trade on Magic Eden.
Yeah.
So if the flow on Sol is flying, or even if that shit is dipping, I don't know, it's going crash to 100 Sol, and then you have for whatever reason you have 20 ETH flow, and then you can still migrate. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think Vince has alpha. He's only in part of the X plus group that probably has no alpha at all. I mean, why would they get any alpha? I mean, they literally spent the whole night together with Frank personally and had a chat. So I mean, I just think they probably talked about sporting events and stuff. But so
that will not be wise to talk about the ideas that went out.
Hey, it's privilege to those that were in that room. So exactly. That's the beauty of being part of an elite, part of a social club and community.
Only speculating. So, I'm only speculating, right? You know,
just
the bridge. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm not part of it. I'm just speculating too, because I'm not. Listen, look at the angles. They opened the block on Bitcoin. They brought back the dead gods. So now they have a project on Bitcoin. They have a project moving to ETH, and they have a project moving to Poly. They started on Sol. They all love Sol. Why the hell would they leave completely? That's just my perspective, So, and what's up, Degor? I see Degor in the chat, and chilling. Appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah,
Degor is the OGs. We love our OGs.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's it. I guess we are catching up with everything. Basically, in conclusion, that was a fucking cool event. I'm really bullish on the team, even more bullish on the team than before. If it was even possible, I'm even bullish on the type of holders of DeGods youth, all of the Dust Lab guys that believe in Dust Lab, because again, it's people with money, it's people with background in business and stuff, and they see what we see, right? So somewhere is right, and then the market is also valuing they got on the top of the food chain, right? So there is for a reason. That's for a reason.
So you got any closing thoughts about NFT Paris experiment? Do you think it was a good move by the DeGods community to have the co-op party with the ETH project and to get more eyes on the project from other people in ETH, being that we're moving there?
Yes,
and,
sir.
And what are you looking forward to in New York City now that you went to Paris? How long until New York City?
Bro, so February, March. So we are in March now. Man, the D experience in New York City will be 3 days in the same fucking hotel. It's gonna be crazy. And the team, I know the team was cooking up. I didn't want any alpha about what they were cooking for that hotel, but it's gonna be fucking lit, man. It's gonna be cool. So NFT Paris was a nice introduction to the D experience, and NFT Paris was 100% worth it. So I can't wait to be April 17th, when I will be back in my master's place after this fucking weekend spent with like the slab team in full, because we're gonna see like everyone, right? Like I haven't met like Aaron, Kevin, and like a bunch of guys like from the core team anyway, because they were not here. They will be here in New York. It's gonna be a banger. We're gonna make some noise. You're gonna see me dance more, bro. I'm gonna work on my like dance move.
Can we just get like a stream of your like dance moves that you're practicing for New York City one day?
Oh man, like yeah, I can watch a couple of videos and then like train myself like in the studio, right? And then like prepare some. I need to learn how to do a salto, a backflip.
You need to learn how to do a backflip. But I mean, it's easy to practice. At one time in my youth, when I was a little slimmer and I was more in shape, and I like took care of myself because I didn't really have to worry about taking care of myself. You just stayed in shape. I could do that kind of stuff because I also trained in like I trained in some martial arts when I was younger for many years, and so that kind of stuff was easy to do because you learn how to do that stuff. But I would not attempt that in today's mindset and body shape and my age.
And
I've already had knee surgery in the last few years due to other issues. So I'm not gonna.
No, that's not happening neither over here. But I got some guys. I was trolling them. That was fun. But anyway, man, I think we can conclude on that. And like, bro, like the stream was lit. That was cool. Like, I checked the quality on YouTube. That was good, man. So yeah, like, do you have anything to add? Like, I think we could like conclude here, right?
Yeah. Just going to tell you all, we do have some shows coming up this week. We're going to do a recap on Wednesday, and I think we have the DeFi show on Friday with Divine Dogs and Ash. So I'm going to try to sit in on that too. So so we could talk some DeFi and maybe some trading and anything along those lines. But just not positive of myself will be there. But you will have the Vins over here sporting probably a Utes French hoodie or a DeGods French hoodie. Whatever one he decides not to wear on Wednesday, he's going to wear on Friday.
Yeah, it's in the washroom right now, so that should be clean by that time. But like, thank you so much everyone who joined like the stream. That was pretty cool. Thanks Ryan, thanks Diego, thanks everyone in the comment section. Don't forget like to subscribe to the channel, because again it's going to be important for the upcoming mint. Thank you so much. Join on Discord. All of the links are in the description, and we will see you later this week for like the monthly AMA for decoders here on the channel. Thank you so much.